Okay, there we are.
Here, fuck. Give me this. Let me put it back in. Is this still, oh, is it going right now?
Yeah.
Just hold it. Use this damn thing tonight. Just don't understand.
All right, go.
Okay, everyone. This is episode 4 of my Snake Diet Sunday Night Live. My voice is majorly fucked up because I was doing a little experiment with food and then I ended up getting sick for the first time in like a year, so bear with me. My camera stand's fucked up tonight, so I got my cameraman holding this by his hand, so for an hour, so this will be interesting. So, let's piss people up really bad right off the bat, okay? So the first topic tonight is fat kids do not need to eat. This is no different than for you. They got body fat. So here's the thing. If you go back to an evolutionary standpoint, if the parents didn't have food, obviously neither did the kids. So this all started because I'm actually helping a lady who started fasting her kids because her kids were way overweight. And she was getting major fucking backlash from other people who have fat kids, and they're like saying how, you know, it's pretty hardcore, like, oh, we're going to take you to social services and shit. Well, you know what? The fucking people with the fat kids should be taking to social fucking services because that's child abuse. Because you're just letting them eat garbage. You know, it's so forgiving in society. It's so socially acceptable to have your kids eating fucking garbage. That is the child abuse. So, for example, even when I was a kid, a lot of times I didn't even eat breakfast. There's no reason your kid has to eat all fucking day long. You understand? So, a good example would be like, let's say if you actually wanted to have your kid leading a fasting-focused lifestyle. All you would do is you'd let your kid get up in the morning. The kid wouldn't have breakfast. You could pack like they can still eat a shitload of food. Fasting doesn't mean that they're gonna fucking not eat. Just don't let them eat all fucking day. It doesn't mean not eat. They can still eat like a horse. Just don't eat all fucking day long. Okay? And so the kid would get up in the morning, wouldn't eat anything. You send them off to school with a great big fucking lunch. And they eat throughout the whole of the day. And then they eat their dinner. Like when I used to get home, as soon as we got off the bus, me and my sister would eat dinner like at 4 o'clock. And then after that, there would be no more food anyway. So essentially, me and my sister were almost on an intermittent fasting program. When I was a kid, my folks didn't even know they were doing it. Okay, we were eating most of our food in about an 8-hour window every day. And we weren't fat. You know, and like my mom tried her best to teach us to eat clean, but she wasn't as educated either. Like now, because there's still fucking shit, you know, where people with sugar and all the garbage nowadays, especially in that time, they're really trying to pump low fat. So most people are so brainwashed that we'd still be eating like base cell margarine instead of butter, things like that. But that was how we lived. We didn't eat all fucking day. And there was no snacks. These kids now in schools, they have snack time. They don't need a fucking snack. I was at the swim pool one time in my hometown, and I was swimming lanes on like a weekday. And there's a kid that had to been like 10. The kid could hardly fucking get up off the fucking goddamn cement floor. And the thing is, the first thing that people will say, well, his parents are fucking assholes or idiots and this is child abuse. But the parents, you gotta remember, they're fucking brainwashed too. Because they don't even look at this as a bad thing. Because they're letting their kid eat and eat and eat. And guess why? Because they're fucking pussies. Because they can't not let their kid fucking eat. Because now you have a kid that's such a fucking sugar addict, okay, that the kid will bawl and fucking cry. And most of the parents are fucking crybaby little pussies themselves. And they can't handle that. This is the same as when I coach people. This is the same as a fitness trainer that pushes their client. It takes fucking balls to push somebody. Like, you know how many people cry and complain to me about, oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I don't fucking care if you're hungry. I don't care. Because if you're fat, your hunger is bullshit. See, the parents got to have the fucking balls to be able to handle first their little brat bawling because they're a sugar addict to fucking get them off the food. Plus, the parent needs to have the fucking balls to handle the judgment of their fucking friends. So, end of the day, your kid can fast. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's not going to stunt their fucking growth. Like, these kids are so overweight. Like, look around. Like, go to the swim pools. Go places. People are in fucking denial. And you know what? It always goes back to the fat parents and fat kids. A lot of it. Two fat parents, it's like 100% chance that their kid's fat. Because how are they, like, that's their role model. But end of the day, the parents know this. I even watched Oprah one time, or I don't know if it was Oprah. There's this mom on there, and their kid was like 200 fucking pounds. And the kid was like a kid, like 10 or 9. And the mom was fat too. And she couldn't not let the kid have food. The kid would throw temper tantrums like you wouldn't fucking believe. Because the kid, this goes back to the parenting. The kid had no fucking respect for the mom. Because the mom would actually send the kid off with somebody else. The kid was fucking cute as a kitten. It's only around that mom that the kid would have a fucking fit. So this just goes back to like regular parental skills. And yeah, I don't have kids, but I was a kid. And when I fucked up, my old man smacked me upside the fucking head. Now people are going to call my old man a child abuser or some shit. Like, fuck me. People are fucking assholes. One of the best things my old man did, I remember this one time, I was on the bus, and I actually, this is off topic, but I got 2 misconducts, and we lived way out in the country, so without that bus ride to school, I was fucked. And it's like an hour-and-a-half ride, and I got 2 misconducts, 3 misconducts to get booted off the fucking bus. So my old man made me go apologize to the bus driver after I got home and fucking gotten shit. And I remember how scared I was. See, people don't do that anymore. This just goes back to our society as a bunch of fucking crybaby little pussies. That's it. Like, even the way I coach people, you don't have to be a mad scientist to know this shit. All as I do is motivate people to do something that they could do for millions of years. And people still fucking argue with it. Like, so now, I beat that pretty much to death. But here's the thing. The schools, everybody, the kids need to fast. They don't need to be eating all fucking day. Give your kid an eating window. Don't let your kid have breakfast. Water. No calories. Let him go to fucking school. Give him a big lunch. Let him eat that. Don't let him eat past, like, say, 6 or 7 at night. Your kid won't get fucking fat. This isn't rocket science. And then and then you'll have like a much better relationship, and then you practice the same thing. You gotta practice what you fucking preach. Doesn't matter if you're a parent or a coach or whatever you do. If you don't practice what you preach, you're a fucking fraud. Okay, fasting and evolution. So I got, this one's I'm gonna hit on fairly quick. The main one with this is people are still fucking trying to say that fasting is bad. Get your fucking heads out of your ass. We've been doing it since the fucking dawn of time. You know, even now, even dry fasting's more aggressive, but what do you think fucking people did when they were sick? They don't even take in water. They sit there and fast off water as well. If you do your research, I don't push dry fasting yet because it's more aggressive. I've been doing the odd dry fast here and there, screwing around, but this is the thing. We've been fasting since the dawn of time. Get your fucking head straight. Fasting is good. Is good. And guess why? If we couldn't fast, we would have been fucking extinct. Extinct. If you took everybody that thinks that they'll die from fasting in North America right now, do they not understand that they would not be here today if they didn't have the ability to fast? They'd be fucking extinct like a fucking million years ago. Do they not get it? It's in our genetics to fast. You would have been fucking extinct. Extinct. If you couldn't do it, you could all do it. Some people are so royally fucked up from our system, yeah, they got to ease into it. But everyone potentially can fucking fast. The only people that might not be able to is the people that have already been fucking butchered by the system, by some fucking doctor that got his goddamn utensils into their fucking gut. Then maybe they're so fucked up that for some reason, even then, I've dealt with people with bariatric surgeries, all sorts of shit. There's people that are fasting, have heart issues, everything on all sorts of meds. And they all can fast. They can all fast. Like, that's the thing. You would be dead. You would be extinct if you couldn't fast. Everybody can do it. We just happen to have food abundance right now. So we can just go eat a fucking cake whenever we want. Evolution. This is simple. Fuck. I just get worked up because people still argue with me about this shit. Like, yeah, and like other things too. People are like, oh, you just stole another diet. I didn't steal anything. This is bitter. Even like the warrior diet you've probably heard of that preaches 1 meal a day. You got mainstream intermittent fasting. See, I just preach fasting. What I preach is just fasting. It's all good. But what I do is I actually preach this fucking shit. That's the difference between me and the other person down the street that is doing the exact same thing I'm doing, but won't say a fucking word because they are scared of the fear of judgment. That's all I do. I just preach this shit. That's it. I just get the word out. This has been around forever. It's like you stole the diet, they say. It's been around for 6 million years. I'm telling you. It's like, yeah, I didn't invent anything. I didn't invent nothing. I was just lucky enough to stumble upon something that has worked for 6 million years, and now I'm doing it. I didn't steal anything. It's there. It's just don't eat. Fuck. I say this every time. You got any questions? Looks like you're gonna. Let's keep going. So, we're gonna get into this one. How to use fasting to quit smoking. So many people out there will go on all sorts of fucking cigarette shit. Go ahead. Oh, so many people out there will go on all sorts of non-smoking bullshit. The side effects of most of these medications are brutal. You'll be shitting blood for weeks. God knows what. Can't sleep. Constipated. You name it, okay? Well, one guy that I coached, he was smoking a lot of cigarettes. And basically at the very start of this, we put him through a 72-hour fast right off the bat. He's a big dude. We took it day by day, got through 48, and then we got through to 72, and he was feeling good. We cut the smokes right at the start because I've had bad luck with a couple people I tried to fast back in the day where the cigarettes, they couldn't beat the food addiction without getting rid of the fucking smokes. So I won't even coach somebody that smokes now, so they've got to quit the smokes cold turkey before we even start. But guess what? The fasting cleanses you so well. Soon as we got into the fasting routine, he wasn't even craving a fucking smoke. We beat the smoking addiction within fucking days. And this isn't just smoking. So there you go. I just saved you another $1 million. Maybe I'll break all the fucking smoke companies that are trying to fucking make money off quit smoking bullshit devices and all sorts of crap. Hypnosis is good for other things, but like fasting, you can quit any habit, because once you take the food away, it's easy to give up all the other shit. It really cleanses your body. Now, this is the whole thing though, like I say, this brings up the whole idea, like this snake diet, like, yeah, I made up the name snake diet. What I am is I help people beat addictions. I have no addictions. Me and my cameraman here, we're actually on a routine where we only are allowed to masturbate every 7 days or longer. So for example, because that's a fucking low vibration addiction. Porn addiction is one of the worst. How many of you fucking people on here are porn addicts? How many of you are jerking off every day and watching porn? Even you women are doing it too. I know it, because people tell me. So we have a rule. You can't masturbate inside of 7 days. And guess what? It works really well because we tried to get him to basically go a month, but he's having troubles. But as soon as we made this rule, he could go like 12, 13, 14 days very easy. Because once he knew that he could do it after 7 days, then it's like he didn't need to. Almost like if you ever watched the movie Kung Fu Panda. There's a part where the friggin' little rat or whatever is training the panda, and when the panda they're basically having a contest who can get this bagel, or it's like a bun, And so they're going at it like it's almost like a fight, but they're trying to get whoever can get the bun, because the little rat would train the panda with food. He would use food as the leverage. So he would, like, say, put a jelly donut at the top of a mountain, and the panda would be able to go up there and get it. But if there's nothing at the top of the mountain, the panda wouldn't go and do anything. So anyway, at the end, the panda beats his trainer. Okay, the student beat the master, and what happened was the panda, he had it was like a dumpling, and he had it in his hand, and then he just threw it back at the master because he fucking didn't need it. Same idea with that, but that was a little off topic. But as far as, go ahead.
So at any point, doesn't it become okay to work out on the second day of a 48-hour fast?
I don't recommend it for anybody. People's bodies are too fucked up. I don't recommend it. Why? Just wait. What's 2 fucking days? What do you think, you're gonna lose muscle mass in 2 days? You can go 10 days. You can go 7 days and do nothing and not lose muscle mass. Just fucking relax. Be patient. Be patient. Fuck, people have no patience. Be patient. Lay on your ass for the 2 days, don't do anything, and then worry about it after. The fucking gym's not gonna run away. Okay? Your muscle's not gonna run away. I fasted for 7 days with no exercise at all and still was strong. In fact, most people overtrain anyway. If they're training properly, a lot of people overtrain. And having that long rest, fuck, you'll go back to the gym and you'll be even stronger. Like, anytime I did a powerlifting meet, I wouldn't even train, like, at least, depending, most of the exercise, I wouldn't train anything within 4 days. Some things I wouldn't train for at least 7 or 8 days before the meet. Like, I wouldn't deadlift for like 8 days before a meet. Okay? I only deadlift once every 8 days as it is. You know? So, and like, that's the thing. Perfect form. Perfect fucking form. No grindy reps, no doubters. That's how you get strong. People go to the gym. This is off topic, but I will talk about it a little bit. People don't know how to fucking lift weights, okay? You want your form flawless. Worry about your form. Don't fucking ego lift. And it's just as bad with men as it is women, or women as it is men now. I see women in the gym fucking throwing around weight that they shouldn't be throwing around. I see men throwing around weight. Of course, the exercises that they're ego lifting the worst on are the ones that are the most important, like bench press, squat, deadlift. Usually not squats, because if you fucking try to ego lift on a squat with good form, you're gonna fucking end up on the floor. Unless you cheat and you're not getting depth, then you just have a shitty fucking squat. Go ahead.
What if you have sex every day?
Well, see, that's the thing. So fucking withhold that too, because here's one thing. If you're a low vibration person, say if you drink lots of booze and you do drugs, the relationship you're going to have with the other person you're with is never going to be as optimal as it could be. Ever. It's going to be toxic. The only way you can ever be with the best person that you're capable of being with is if you are the best version of yourself, because you're only going to attract yourself. Okay? So like when I was a drunk, I would never ever attract a girl that was as high a level as I could now, because I don't fucking drink. Okay? So I got off topic there a bit, but what I'm getting at is that a lot of the sex people are having is just straight up fucking addiction as well. It's not like there's not like the love isn't there. It's fucking addiction as well a lot of times. Now, that's my opinion. Now, obviously it's your relationship, so maybe, who knows? But a lot of the sex is straight up addiction. Like, you see this everywhere. There's no real chemistry. Like, two people, you know, they don't go out and they don't better. Here's a good way you can always tell if you're with somebody, whether it's just a regular friend or a sexual partner. If that person doesn't better you in some way, fucking kick them to the curb. That's your friends, that's anybody. If they don't better you, like, even this is people, like, say if you're even a teacher and you have a student, that student still betters you, because by teaching the student, you learn. I learn a lot from people I coach. So that person is bettering me, even though I'm their teacher. Okay? If the people in your fucking life do not better you in some way, cut the fuckers loose. And you know what? If you're scared to cut your little fucking social circle loose because you don't know how to fucking meet new people, go out in the street like I did for fucking 6-7 years and start fucking saying hi to randoms. You could write a whole goddamn book that's called Say Hi. And that would actually make you meet new people and friends. And chase your passion. Example would be, sorry, I gotta fucking... Salt water, I'm gargling it because my throat's so fucked up. So, chase your passion. Your passion is not the bar, a low vibration place to meet people. If you're passionate about, say, playing drums, go fucking play drums. Join clubs where there's drummers. Join clubs where there's painters. And guess what? The people you meet at those places are going to be a higher level that are going to match you. So naturally, like a natural chemistry will happen. Go ahead.
So how long can you go without protein before you start losing mass?
From my experience, if you're fat, you can go a long fucking time taking next to no fucking protein whatsoever. Protein is so overrated, it's not even funny. I have a fella, you guys are going to find out who he is. He's like kind of one of my Yodas. He's a natural bodybuilder since fitness training didn't even exist. He's like mid-40s now. I think he started bodybuilding when he was like in 1993, natural. And these natural guys, like they try everything. So he's been on a high-fat diet since like 98, scaring the shit out of his doctor because his cholesterol's been high in mainstream ideals, which is fine because his inflammation was so fucking low that it doesn't matter what your cholesterol levels are at all if your inflammation's super low. He was taking about 100 grams of protein a day, if I'm not mistaken, and he's like fucking like high level power lifter. Okay, we're talking. He's about 5'9", and about 190 pounds. Like this guy's got a lot of muscle. Like I average out about 90 grams. But listen, that's because I am lean. If you're fat, you can get away with fuck all because your body you're only starting needing it once your fat reserves are gone. You just aren't going to need much protein. Fucking don't worry about the fucking protein. All the fucking supplements and shit, that's a fucking scam. They make nothing but money on byproducts of making milk and all sorts of shit. Just get it through fucking meat. I always have a tough time with vegans. I'm helping a vegan right now. I used to bug the shit out of vegans because here's the problem with vegans. They're like, oh, but I'm anemic. I have low iron. You're fucking not eating enough meat. You're not anemic. They make it sound like it's genetic. You need fucking more steak. Like, fuck. That's why you're low on iron. Like, it's not rocket science when you got 50,000 vegans that are all fucking not feeling great on their stupid vegan diet. Because most of them aren't smart enough. Like, it's like the top percentage that's actually going to be smart enough to mix and match the proteins properly to fucking get enough of each amino acid they need. That's the whole fucking issue. But as far as protein goes, protein is completely fucking overrated. I average about 90 grams from meat per day. The rest I don't give a fuck about. I'm going to get some through the nuts and shit I eat. I count the meat because the meat has all 9 essential amino acids. 90 fucking grams. I met girls that had bikini coaches that had them taking 220 fucking grams a day. And most of it was from powder and fucking chicken breasts. And you wonder why these people feel like shit and they're completely catabolic. They're losing muscle mass like a son of a bitch. Like, by definition, the diet's catabolic. Like, that's it. And, like, they're not taking in any fat or anything. It's, like, obviously, the protein, it's because the only way to lose the weight when you're not fucking fasting is by basically cutting calories down to fuck all. You're going to roast muscle mass, and you're taking a shitload of protein. Like, it makes no fucking sense. So, go ahead.
Why do some people gain weight and size when lifting weights?
Well, of course you're going to... Okay, let's assume body fat stays constant. You're training properly. You should gain some muscle eventually, depending how much of a newbie you are. Now, if you're like a high level natural fucking bodybuilder, it's going to take you like a year to put on 2 pounds of muscle mass. People don't fucking get it. Like a guy like me, for me to put on like 2 pounds of muscle is going to take a fucking year. But if you're a newbie, you can put on a lot more. But eventually you tap out. This is called genetics. This is called, if you see a guy that's 5'6" and he's 8% body fat, and he weighs 250 pounds, he's obviously on fucking steroids. It's called, you can only get so fucking big. Okay? If you're a high-level natural bodybuilder and you're not taking any anabolics, you're only going to get so fucking big. It doesn't matter if you're lifting weights till you're fucking 500 years old. Go ahead.
If I take BCAAs, will it keep me from anemia? Anemia.
You need, okay. So BCAAs are another fucking, they're massively overrated too. Go eat eggs. Go eat steak. Okay? Like, plus they'll fuck your fast. So if you're trying to lead a fasting focused lifestyle, they'll fuck the fast up. Eat eggs. Eat steak. That's it. You don't need any supplements. You don't need any of that shit unless you're on fucking steroids and you have some goal to be on stage with Jay Cutler. Okay, you don't need any of it. It's a fucking waste of your money. Go to the store and buy fucking eggs. You know how many fucking branched chain amino acids are in a fucking egg yolk? Like, lots. I think I did a video on it. I can't even remember now. I think it's like 8. Oh, fuck. I can't even say the number. It's high. Okay, egg yolks, steak. You don't need everyone's got their stupid fucking trendy bullshit. You know, it's not even, it doesn't even come down to just the supplements. You see people wearing like weight belts all the time in the gym. You see people, it's just this trendy shit. You see them with their little shaker bottles. Yeah, I never ever actually had a bottle on me till like this last year because I was drinking tap water. The only reason now is like people probably think I'm drinking some sort of a fucking super duper potion. And little do they know I'm drinking fucking piss. True story. One time I was at the gym and I was like low on water. And this is when I was doing some fucking pretty hardcore urine therapy. And I go to the gym. I'm not going to say what gym. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I need more water than this. I'm going to do some fucking hard cardio, like hard, like speed, like burpees and like, you know. And I'm like, fuck. So I had my bottle and I went and fucking topped it off in the bathroom. I'm like, fuck, I gotta piss. I better not waste this piss. And so I went and topped her off and fucking did like one of my best squat workouts ever. Fucking just pounded back like a liter of fucking piss. And everyone, you know, I'm just talking to people. Fucking, they have no fucking idea. Oh, okay.
Yeah, another question. Does this diet, yeah, like, so referring to back, does this diet work for someone running gear?
So, this is the thing. Most guys that are on gear are so insecure, geez, that rhymes, that they're not going to dare try fasting because first thing they think of is they think they're going to lose muscle mass. But if I was on gear, I would be fasting for sure because it cranks up your growth hormone and your testosterone. If I was actually doing fucking steroids, I would be fasting as well. I'd probably be on like an 8-16 routine. I'd watch how much fat I was putting on. I'd pound food for fucking 8 hours a day and fast for 16. Or just play with it. The windows don't mean shit. 8-16 fucking, you know, 17 and 5 or whatever, like, or 17 and fucking 7.
Like 24
yeah,
or there,
those
yeah.
windows don't mean shit. Just listen to your body. If you don't got time to eat, then as soon as you get home, pound back some food. Like, fasting is going to be beneficial regardless because it makes you way more anabolic. So if you're on, but like I say, most people that are on fucking gear, most of them are fucking, they don't know what they're fucking doing because they're on gear. If they fucking knew what they were doing, a lot of them would actually be strong before they even tried fucking steroids. You know how many people don't have a fucking clue what they're doing in the gym and then they just do the drugs just because everyone else is? I remember one time I was at the box gym I used to work at. I'm in the fucking bathroom taking a shit and there's these guys come in there and I overheard the one guy talking and he like said that, oh yeah, I needed a little extra boost. And then I realized who it was and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, what? I'm like, that guy's on gear? Like, are you kidding me? This guy looked like fucking, like, just trained. Like, a lot of people that you wouldn't believe who's on gear that, like, you wouldn't even think they're on gear. They just look fucking because they're lazy as fuck. They don't fucking train. They don't fucking read. They have no real mentors when it comes to weight training. You know, all they do is they see all the fucking other douchebags at the gym that are all fucking pumping gear and knocking fucking steroids back in the fucking bathrooms. Like, even LA Fitness has a fucking warning on the wall saying something about fucking, I had a picture of it, saying something about steroids in the fucking bathrooms or some shit. It's right in the washroom. Like, that's how bad this is. It's a fucking epidemic as bad as obesity, for fuck's sakes. Everyone's on gear. People are fucking lazy. Fuck, they're lazy, and they're soft, and they're fucking crybabies, and God forbid they'll actually have to fucking follow a proper fucking strength or hypertrophy program and actually fucking train, for fuck's sakes. Any questions?
Okay, so here's this one. Okay, so if you were fat and lost weight fast, how do you know when you're lean and not holding on to small amounts of fat and it's not just loose skin? Is there a way to tell the difference?
So if you've been on a fasting focused routine long enough, this is the thing. So let's say for me, when you log all your weight in the gym, like your strength, you know right away that your muscle's not going anywhere. Because if your fucking strength didn't change, you didn't lose shit for muscle mass, okay? That's number one. So logging everything. Number two, so if you're getting lean enough to where you can't fast for like a couple days straight, and you really, really can't sleep, like, I'm not talking you're hungry, but then when you fall asleep, you sleep like a baby. I'm talking you can't fucking sleep. Like, you're up all night wired. That is when you know that your body's at its best version. I explained this with the lion analogy. We're not lions, but what makes the lions go eat is them actually getting lean because they didn't have food for 4 or 5 days straight. So your body will tell you. That's why your weight isn't your choice. When you're leading a fasting, focused lifestyle, the weight will fall off your body to the point where your body will tell you to eat more. See, like me, I can't go more than about 2 nights without food now, and I'll lose sleep if I try to go 3, because I am lean enough that the fucking feedback loops with like your leptin and things like that with your hormones won't let me sleep. It's like, fuck, Cole, you gotta go kill that deer or whatever, right? That's how it works. Your body will tell you. And you know, also, as far as like loose skin, like you can tell if it's fat as well when you're holding water. It almost feels like wet, almost like a water bed when you're holding water. And there's other things too, like, you know, the ketone strips. I'll get into those ketone strips. It's not on here. I will talk about those quick. So ketone strips. The main thing with ketone strips when you're forcing ketosis is you just want them to show some color. People are always worrying about, oh, mine aren't as dark as they were or whatever. Yeah, sometimes there's something that might have happened. You might have drank way more water. You might be on your period. Things like that will fuck up with those colors. But as long as they're always showing some color, that definitely means that you are burning body fat if you're not eating, or you're burning dietary fat if you're eating. And what that means when the ketone strips show color, it means that your blood ketone levels, in your blood are in excess enough that your kidneys are sweeping ketones out into your urine. It's that simple. That means that you're in deep ketosis. I call that full ketosis. Now, even if the strips don't show color, you can still be in ketosis. Just that the ketones aren't built up enough that they're in excess in your blood. Like, for example, there's going to be people that are eating 1 meal a day, and they're even eating some carbs like fruit and shit like that. And they can still be in ketosis for like, you know, a good 12, 14 hours a day. Because let's say they eat their meal, then their insulin spikes up. Let's say everything's cleared out at about 12 hours. It's called clearing. And then you got another 12 hours where you're actually, you know, your body makes that shift, that metabolism shift, and you start actually burning fat. And I want to hit one other thing because people have a million questions about salt. It wasn't on here. So when I coach people, here's the thing with salt. You need fucking sodium, okay? And since you're not eating for 2 days straight, like some of the people I help don't eat for like, you know, maybe a tiny meal every 48 hours or every 72 hours. They have to get the sodium and potassium from somewhere, or else you will fucking die. That's where you need the salt. So the numbers I pull out of my ass for that fucking salt are based on experience. So if you are completely sedentary, now I'm not a nutritionist, so fuck, if you try this, it's on you. Okay, but this is some of the numbers I'll use. If you look up how much potassium you need per day, you'll end up finding this number 4,700 milligrams all over the place, which is about 2 teaspoons of potassium chloride or no salt or salt-free or whatever. Now that might be overkill for some people, okay? But that would be, even if it is a little bit excess, it's not going to kill you. But I didn't say that because maybe it'll kill you. But when you're low on potassium, that controls heart rhythmia and everything, okay? You do not want to get fucking low. Now, sodium, it's going to vary depending on activity. If you're super active and sweating your balls off and live in India or something like this and grew up where Gandhi grew up, where salt is so important that Gandhi did a salt walk so he could get people, like, because they were making it illegal for people to actually sell salt. Those people would fucking die without sodium. They would die. That's how important salt is. Now, if you're a sedentary person, you don't do fuck all, you could get away with very little salt, because your body fat has sodium in it and it has potassium in it as well. That's how people can do these dry fasts. That's how people can do hardcore dry fasts for like 5 days, because your body fat is a full fuel source when you aren't doing anything. Your body fat will take you for a long ways. Like, there's people that have done 11-day dry fasts, okay? This isn't unheard of if you're sitting on your fucking ass. Like, so say somebody's laying in bed trying to beat cancer. They don't need anything. They could lay there and and the body will start to kill everything. That's why animals that get injured or sick, they go hide in the bush and they fucking dry fast. That's why they do it. That's why we would have done it. And that's why there's still fucking, like, no one teaches this shit. You understand? There is no fucking education for this crap. That's why people, when they ride my ass about education, how the fuck am I going to get educated? Only people that can educate me are people that have done this in the past, or some like hardcore Muslim fasting person. Like, maybe you got some relatives that fucking know some crazy shit. Like, there's no education for this. The system doesn't teach you this. The system does not teach you the fucking truth. The system wants you sick. The system makes money off your fucking ass. The system wants you to be sugar addicts. Okay? The system wants you fucked up so they can take your money. And then you can spend another 30 grand on your fucking funeral that you're not even at. Then you're sitting in a fucking box because you're eating fucking junk all fucking day and never fasting. And you fucking and then before you died, you had 20 years of a shitty quality of life even before you were dead, and you wished you were dead anyway.
Another question. Okay, so when I hit the 46 hours mark in my fast, I start to get nauseated. Any suggestions?
Nauseous? Nausea?
Yeah. Any suggestions?
If you're getting lightheaded and shit, most of the time, now, are you on meds? Do you smoke? Are you on birth control? Like, now, everything I say is coming from somebody that is not taking anything. If you are healthy, let's say, quote unquote healthy, and you aren't taking anything, no fucking medication, usually the fucking issue is going to be salt or potassium or something like this, from my experience. Now, as soon as you're on shit, even if you have maybe an IUD or birth control, that is going to fuck shit up. So I don't know what you're on, but a lot of times if you're not on anything at all, a lot of times it's going to be to do with, especially if you've already been fasting, it's going to be to do with what you're drinking. It's going to be fucking salt and potassium probably most of the time. Go ahead.
What's the longest amount of time you've fasted?
When I was lean already, I did a 7-day water fast. I've done a 3-day dry fast. I've done an 8-day water fast with exercise. but I was also starting that fast when I was fatter. I deliberately gained weight to do that. Just like right now, I'm going to try to maybe do a 5-day dry fast, which is going to be pretty hardcore. But I'm going to probably try to gain like 4 or 5 pounds of fat before I do that. So, but like I got fucked over because I was sick the last 3 days, and it was sleep. It was experimenting with a bunch of carbs, didn't sleep, got fucked up for like 3 nights, had 50,000 people messaging me on my phone, and I was getting stressed because I can't, once I start helping somebody, I can't just leave them hanging. So, you know, they got questions, especially in this first 48 hours, like that exact question, like with the nausea and shit like that. So then I was up all fucking night. Like I'm messaging people in the United States now, like fucking, like the United Kingdom. There's people getting a hold of me from all over the world now. It's fucking insane. So I was up and like answering questions and shit, and then I got fucking drugged down so bad I've been sick in over a fucking year. Okay. Number 4. I got ranting pretty good there. $1,000 fat loss contest. So, here's the rules. This will be all on you. So, it's going to start on Sunday, March 5th, which is going to be next weekend. So, basically, when you take the first set of pictures, now you can have whatever pictures you want, but remember, it's going to depend with the judging. Obviously, if a guy is in his underwear and not just in a shirt showing that he lost his gut, it's going to be, you're going to show better, right? I don't give a fuck. A guy could be butt naked with a fucking little star over his dick for all I care. You can be butt naked. You can do whatever you want. I want to get crazy at this. Let's see some creativity. So your pictures will be anatomical position. So your hands will be out to the side, facing forward, and then side. And when you're to the side, I want to see your stomach and the sole of your back. So you don't want your arm covering the sole of your back. And then obviously back. Same thing. You're going to have to take pictures at the start, so your pictures can be taken no earlier than Sunday, March 5th. If you get in this late, it's okay. Like if you don't want to take the whole 2 months and you think you can win, that's okay. But you have to have proof in the picture that the first picture's got to have a date. So have something like somebody holding like a newspaper with a date, or a date on TV, or you need a date, okay? And the other thing, so no one can fucking cheat, you're going to be taking pictures every 7 days, give or take a day. So like March 5th, you'll have your first set, or whatever, March 6th. So whenever you take the first set, every 7, 8, 9 days or whatever, you're going to take another set. So by the end, you're going to have every 2 weeks, 2 weeks, not every week. Every 2 weeks, you got to take another set of pictures. Front, side, back. Every 2 weeks. So you're going to have the first set of pictures. Then 2 weeks in, you'll have your second set. Then a month will be your third set. And then a month and 2 weeks will be your fourth set. And then your last set will be the 2-month mark. So there'll be 5 sets of pictures. So total, it'll be 5 times 3. You should have 15 pictures. You have to have 15 pictures. If you want to be the best, have the best testimonial. And you got to do the testimonial. So you'll have the pictures, and then you'll be posting your testimonial on my Snake Diet Facebook business page in the, what do you call it? It was the community area there.
Yeah, you just make a post on the page.
So all you got to do is make a post in the community section on my Snake Diet Facebook page. And the pictures have to be in by Friday, May 5th. Because that Sunday I'm going to be doing, obviously, the show, and I'll announce the winner. Okay? And so, like I said, it's up to you for the testimonial. Make sure you got the pictures. Make sure you got the date. The starting date for sure. Okay? The date should be in every set of pictures if you can do it. Okay? The best, this will all be taken into account when I'm judging this. I'll spot a fucking fake in 2 seconds. Okay? So, it's $1,000. Now, as far as the coaching goes, everybody that's involved in this, I'm not going to be able to fucking phone coach everybody like how to do the snake diet and shit. So go on my snake diet motivation group page. There'll be enough motivating going on there that you'll be able to fucking get sick results. And there you can ask a question, and then when I answer it, a shitload of people will see it. Okay? So that's how it's going to work. So total, you'll have the first set of pictures, 2 weeks in, the second set, 4 weeks, the third set, 6 weeks, the fourth set, the last ones. On Friday the 5th will be the 5th set of pictures. And like I said, with the clothes, you can wear whatever the fuck you want. You can be butt naked. You can fucking wear a fucking whatever you want. I do not care. It makes it interesting. I'm sure we'll get some crazy ass bullshit. And that will be $1,000. $1,000 for the fucking best transformation. Okay? And I'm just thinking anything else I want to say about that. Also, any friends that you have that want to do this, they're in. Fucking they're in. Fucking you got fucking some fucking smart ass fitness trainer that thinks they can get better results than me. Fucking get them. They're in. Everyone's in. I don't care if fucking all of LA Fitness, World Health, fucking Good Life. I don't give a fuck. Anybody's in on this. I'll guarantee you it's going to be somebody that's doing my snake diet that's going to win. Guaranteed.
What is the winner based on, weight or overall look?
Oh, it's the transformation look. Because I can't use weight because like there's going to be people losing a fuckload of weight, but it will go hand in hand. But I couldn't do that because I'm going to have some people that are 300 pounds, right, that are going to obviously lose more weight. So it's the look. Because somebody that's only losing 20 pounds, if they lose 20 and they look ripped and shredded, like that's got a lot of value because it's hard to lose that last 5-10 pounds too, right? So it'll be all taken into account because when I look at it, okay, what was the effort level here? And also with your testimonial, fucking do a write-up. You can do a write-up of what you did, how much you trained, your whole fucking story could be in there, okay? Make it a thorough testimonial. And it'll be it'll motivate your friends. You know, even if you want to keep yourself motivated, be posting on your Facebook personal page every 2 weeks because then you won't fall off. Another thing I want to get into while we're talking about some of this motivation stuff. If your friend is like doing some sort of diet, even if it's like fasting, like my stuff or whatever, be a fucking friend. Don't badmouth your friend that they started something after you didn't do fuck all to try to help them for the last 20 years. This was happening to me with some people where I'll have somebody that I start helping, and this is exactly why I make people post on Facebook, because face that judgment, and then it just makes fucking the shit spread like wildfire too. So what I do is I get people to post on Facebook that they're starting the snake diet, starting weight, just very, you know, you got to be vulnerability type shit. But then what'll happen is I get their little fucking friend that starts, that like fucking PMs me or starts running their mouth on my thread and saying that how what I do is fucking quackery or whatever. And then they didn't even help their friend before. That's like, let's say that I was like 400 fucking pounds, okay? And I was trying everything. And I had this friend that never once, and they think they're fucking, and they think they're smart. Like they think they know about fucking physiology and they think they know about weight loss. Yet that fucking friend never did help me. That fucking friend could never have the balls to say that I was a fat ass and tell me that they could try to help me, or at least help me by telling me that I'm fat, for fuck's sakes. That's the difference between me and you. I am not scared to tell people they're fucking fat. It's the only way you can help them. So if you want to help your fucking friends, tell them they're fat. Don't do it in a rude way. Take them aside and be like, I'm worried about you. You're getting fucking fat. Like, you know, we used to be in fitness or whatever. Used to be like a lot healthier. You weren't depressed. Grow some fucking balls and tell your friends they're overweight. instead of letting them fucking suffer to the point where they come to a guy like me, and then you're all fucking butthurt, and then you're bad-mouthing me. And I'm actually, the reason they came to me in the first place is because people like you weren't helping them. Especially if you were trying to claim that you're fucking smart and you're a science whiz and shit. Like, fuck, I got people fucking ask me if I even have a high school education and shit. I always tell people now that I graduated with a degree from the school of SOHK. I got a diploma from the school of SOHK. It's the school of hard knocks. It's the same fucking school that fucking Steve Jobs got his degree. It's the same fucking school that Arnold Schwarzenegger got his degree. It's the same fucking school that John Rockefeller, fucking possibly the richest man ever lived, got his fucking degree. You know, like, people, I love people when they fucking just put so much value in our education system. It's fucking laughable. In fact, now, when I look for mentors, I try to find people that, right off the bat, they got to be doing something that's against the grain. So like, even like, I'll bring up Jason Fung. Jason Fung's a wizard when it comes to fucking fasting. And he is educated. He's a doctor. But guess what? People will still badmouth him because he was a renal doctor. So he's like a kidney specialist. And now he's a wizard when it comes to fucking fasting. You know? And they'll still badmouth him because he's talking about fasting and he's pro-fasting. Like, fuck me, people are fucking arrogant assholes.
So in the contest, what would you consider cheating? Like, how would you know if someone's cheating?
Well, if you don't have that date, and the reason I make you take pictures every 2 weeks, I can tell. So let's say if I only made you take before and afters, like 2 sets of pictures, then like there's this big gap. And if you cheated, let's say if you somehow lied about the date in the first picture, then it would be harder for me to catch. But because I got you taking 5 sets of pictures, it's fucking easy. Because it'll show the weight trend, right? You'll have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5. Impossible to fucking pull a fast one on me when I got you taking 5 sets of fucking pictures throughout 2 months. Because I'll know, like, it's like the pictures on week like 6 versus week 4 and versus week 2. It's like, okay, like, this is obviously legit. It's like, there's no fucking way somebody can cheat when I make them take pictures like that. This is why any big box gyms that have a contest like this, they need to do the same thing. And if they're doing a 1-month transformation, the person should have to take at least 3 sets of pictures, if not weekly. You could take week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay? So that's why. $1,000. And all you got to do is you fucking got to take the pictures every 2 weeks. You post the whole transformation right on my Snake Diet page. And also, so we're getting close to the end here. My voice is fucked. Also, if you haven't went and gave me a review on my Snake Diet personal page, go do that. And yeah, give me some 1-star reviews if you hate me. It's actually funny because these people just don't understand that, like, those 1-star reviews are like perfect. They just troll so well. And there's something funny that happened the other day, but anyhow, yeah, give me a 5-star review or a 1-star because that looks like the trend. It's either 5 or 1. You know, there's no 2s or 3s or 4s. It's just like either people are actually doing this and they're getting fucking crazy awesome results, or they're giving me a 1-star because they're full of fucking shit. They just don't like me or they're jealous that I'm helping their friend because they didn't fucking do anything to help their own friend, or they're just fucking bored and they're trying to troll me. Which that's perfect when any of those people are excellent because it just helps shit spread like wildfire. This is getting so big that my buddy that I'm helping, he's actually runs truck, and he met a guy from Abbotsford, BC that's actually on my diet. So that was cool. I got like, oh, by the way, CTV News, tomorrow night that should be on, but she said she's going to send me like the email to show, and I did like a little interview with them, and it's going to have just me talking a bit about fasting and like what I eat and things like that. And so that should be cool. So remember to go like my Snake Diet business page, go give me a review, and also add yourself to my Snake Diet motivation group, especially if you want to be part of this. And feel free to ask questions there. and invite all your friends to that Snake Diet Motivation group. The reason I did that is because eventually I might try to do these videos on that group, because that group, Facebook kind of fucks me over. So the way that algorithms work, I don't get very much interaction on the Snake Diet Facebook business page. But on the groups and things and on my personal, that's why we're doing this tonight like this, I get lots of action. So that's why I started that group. And also, anybody too that is like, see, I want to help people out. So if you have like a small business that's like something that I think is cool, and you're also involved in this fat loss contest, like whoever wins this, if they could meet up with me, if it's possible, I could get them on here and they could talk about their story. Like I want to start maybe getting some people in that are getting some really cool results with this, and I'll get them to do like a 5-10 minute talk about how they're going, like, you know, the whole Snake Diet journey and all that kind of thing. So, but if there's not any other questions, if you want to know more about the actual way I'm dieting people, like there is my YouTube channel. I've been sick for a few days. I haven't made any YouTubes, but I will take questions. A lot of the easiest stuff is just going on that Snake Diet group page and then putting a question in. If I think it's a good question, I'll post it, and then it'll answer for like a lot of people. Okay, go ahead.
So is it a body transformation contest? Can skinny people tone up instead of lose weight?
Yeah, like, so what I'll do, like how, here's the thing, in reality though, you're not gonna win. Because if you think that if you're actually skinny, like say you're a slim person, there's no fucking way that you're gonna put on enough muscle in 2 months to actually have this wicked looking transformation. It's just not gonna happen. Like, yeah, you'll look good. You might put on a pound or two of muscle, but there's, you know, I'm just saying that the best, if you want to be probably at least 15 pounds over optimal weight, which most people don't even know what their optimal weight is. If you go by, like, if you had, like, you're showing like abs, like if you're a male, if you're showing like a 6-pack, that weight, so however much weight you have to lose to get to that point. So let's say for me, let's say if I was going to go in this contest, for me to maybe win, I'd probably want to be about 185 pounds, and then I'd probably try to cut to about 160 or something like that.
65?
Yeah, like I'd lose like 25 pounds in the 2 months kind of thing. If I was, even I could probably blow up to 190 and cut 30 pounds, you know, and then I'd have a wicked transformation. So, yeah, but the main thing is, we will be taking that into account, because so if somebody that's really fat loses like 60 fucking pounds in a month, you know, and somebody that wasn't as fat loses like 25, 30 pounds, that will be taken into account for sure. Because like sometimes some of the best looking transformations, sometimes I find, are like people that were like 30, 40 pounds overweight that lost 30 or 40 pounds in 2 months. Because it's like they're going from fat to close to the best version of themselves. So it's like they're going from something, they're basically becoming the best version they could be in like 2 months. Where somebody that's really overweight, like say 300 pounds, even if they lost 60 or 70 pounds in 2 months eating like really hardcore fasting routine, they're still going to be technically fat, right? After they've lost enough, you know what I mean?
Because they're just so far in the spectrum.
Yeah, they're just so heavy to start with. Like, that's why I made this 2 months and not 1 month. 1 month's a fucking joke. Because at least 2 months, somebody that's really obese could see a wicked switch. Because somebody that's like 300 pounds, if I gave them 1 month, even if they lost 30 pounds, yeah, they're going to look slimmer, but it's not enough time for that fat person to really, really have that wicked looking transformation compared to somebody that lost 20 or 30 pounds that was like, say a girl that was supposed to be like 120, if she was like 150, that 150 to that 120 will be a sick transformation in 2 months, right? Like, so that's why I made it 2 months and not 1 month. And then the values there, it's like $1,000, you know, for 2 months worth of fucking some good hard work and build self-development and become the best version of yourself. So everyone, go hit up all my social media. Have an awesome night, and feel free to ask me questions. Make sure you hit that Facebook motivation group and give me a 5-star review, because those reviews just make my page circulate harder. So everyone, have an awesome night and get that fat in ya.